How's it going, guys? This is Austin over at High Desert Heat again, and I just wanted to make a short video talking about parallax when it comes to your optic and how that can affect your accuracy. To give a brief explanation of what parallax is, when you're aiming down your optic and you're placing the reticle or the dot on your target, parallax is the shift that happens when your eye is moving behind of your sight, and the reticle will shift based off of where your eye is placed behind your sight. So to kind of demonstrate what parallax is, I put a small circle and a dot in the center of it, and I'm going to focus up on the reticle here, make sure that the dot is in the center and that I'm centered up on the optic itself. And the shift is when I start moving my eye around the actual optic itself. And you'll notice that the dot doesn't stay directly in the center like it should be when you're centered up on it. Now keep in mind, this is just an example of what parallax is. The optic is only about 6 inches from the board that's behind it, and it's also not zeroed, so out to distance it will not be this extreme typically. You'll sometimes see in the marketing of optics from certain manufacturers that they'll say that their optics are parallax free or any kind of similar verbiage to that, to which usually most optics do have some sort of parallax error, and really it's just up to you to identify those errors and correct from there by training and practicing. For red dot optics like this with no magnification, parallax is typically a non-issue, though if you're shooting with a rifle scope, you'll see the effects of parallax more out to further distances. Though usually with rifle scopes you have an adjustable parallax option on the actual scope itself if you know the distance. Though on red dots like these you don't have an ability to adjust your parallax, which isn't necessary because there is no magnification. If there's any kind of topics that you'd like us to cover similar to this, then let us know. Thanks.